All right, ladies and gents, I think we are just about ready to get tonight's stream rolling here. Welcome, everybody. Back again to another stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Really quick, we have stream number. What number is it? 670, and we are indeed doing some Ninjago trivia this evening. More on that here momentarily. First, schedule. is the normal schedule. Streams are possible Monday to Friday, 6 to 7, with the guaranteed trivia every Thursday. Just for a quick couple of disclaimers here before we get into tonight's little trivia session. First of all, Season 3 Part 2 is now officially out and available for a lot of folks out there. I will remind you guys, though, no spoilers in the chat until the 15th. Let me double check. Make sure that's what we are doing. Yes, the 15th. So no spoilers until the 15th. So keep that in mind. Try to keep the chat spoiler free, and I will be having, spoiler warnings in my videos until the 15th as well. Let's see. I think that's the only disclaimer that we had here. I'm just excited to see what's next. Exactly. But let's see. How are you guys doing on this lovely what day is it? Thursday evening. Hope you guys are doing good. Let me take a sip of my beverage. I was gonna say too, Monty, you specifically. I'm not sure if you want to do your quiz tonight, or if we should do your quiz tonight, because Blookit is having problems. The classic game mode is actually down right now on Blookit, at least for me. So I don't know if you want to save it. We could totally do yours tonight, but we might need to do other game modes, like not the normal one where we go through every single question. It's up to you. We totally could do yours tonight, but it'll have to be other game modes. Like, we can't do the classic game mode because it's disabled now for some reason, or temporarily disabled. So it's up to you. We can either wait until next week if you want to do like a normal trivia session, or if you want to do yours, we could do other game modes. It's up to you. Feel free to let me know in the chat when you can. But how are you guys doing on this lovely Thursday? Yeah, not sure why Blookit's having issues. Like, the website works overall, it's just that classic game mode doesn't work, which would be ideal for, again, a longer quiz. Exactly. Like, we could totally still do yours, Monty, but it would have to be the other game modes, unless you want to save it for next week. It's up to you. 6, 7. Yeah, I don't understand the whole 6, 7 thing. Maybe I'm just showing my age a little bit here, but I don't get it. I don't get the funny. What's so funny? I get the 69 funny, but not so much the 67 funny. Your decision, whatever's fine by me. Would prefer the normal, if you want to... Okay, yeah, so you want to do the normal game mode. Yeah, that works. We'll probably save it for next week then, Monty, if that's okay with you. Again, just because the normal game mode is down at the moment. So I will be doing then tonight a backup quiz that I have from about a year ago. We could do like a few rounds of that tonight for trivia. So thank you, Monty, for being understanding. Yeah, I'm not sure why Blookit is having problems, but it is for some reason. Specifically with the classic game mode. Don't know why. Let's see. Oh, you still have your cold? Sorry to hear about your cold. Hopefully you feel better soon. Colds are the worst. Watched only the first episode of Part 2. Oh yeah, I was going to ask you guys too. Has anyone been watching Season 3 Part 2 today? I have put up all of my reviews and my overview video. Finally happy to get all of those reviews out and done with. So that's nice. Me and Kat now have watched the first 3 episodes of Part 2. That's as far as we got into it today. So she saw all the Land of Lee stuff, without getting into spoilers and whatnot. Let's see. Should I make a third trivia? Yeah, for sure, if you really want to. Anyone can make a trivia. Send it to me if they'd like. Just finished it before stream. Awesome. Not watched it yet. Well, sounds good. You'll still watch it, I'm sure. Hopefully you're looking forward to it. Seen all of them. Awesome. Does she like Lee? No, but not because she thinks that Lee's a bad character. Can't really get into it without, spoiling stuff, but, just she doesn't find him to be a very good person, I guess is what I'll say, putting it very, vaguely here. What else do we got here? Very much am. Awesome. Only had time to see the ones I hadn't seen yet. 19 to 20, gonna be hard watching the first part. Yeah, I mean, season 2, or season 3, part 2, rather. There are some moments where I feel like it's, not the best thing ever, but I liked a lot of it. Like I said, I did put up my overview video kind of talking about, like, my general thoughts in case anyone's curious. A lot of uploads today, though. Kind of looking forward to going back to only, like, 2 tomorrow. Are you on Instagram? I am on Instagram. You can find a link to that in the description, I think. Yes, indeed. Watched the entire season 3 times, twice through the leaks today on Peacock. Cool. Does Peacock actually have the episodes in the US? I have not seen. Let me go take a look. See? I checked this morning. They did not have it, but that was this morning. They might have added it since then. Let's take a look. See what Peacock has in store. I'm also going to turn off my volume just in case they blast us with nonsense. Let's see. Oh, they do have it. Okay, cool. Yeah, Peacock does have the episodes now. But okay. Some of the thumbnails are a little off. Like here, hold on. Let me see if I can show you guys this quick. Can I? Yeah, okay. So, you go on Peacock, right? Why does the hollow ones have, the new Ninja? They're not in that. That thumbnail's right. All the rest of the thumbnails seem right. That thumbnail is wild for for episode 17. The episode 20 thumbnail's pretty sick though. That's awesome. That's pretty wild for that episode. But yeah, not sure why the new Ninja are there. That's kind of bizarre. They're not in this season. Peacock's lying to you. Yeah, ain't no way the new Ninja are back. I know for episode 17. I know. That was a promo image, too, that they put up on Rotten Tomatoes for some reason. So that's like an official promo that's going around, so that's kind of weird. Also, we're not going to be talking about spoilers there, so not sure if I can answer all the questions in the chat, because some of them are kind of spoilery questions, in my opinion. It's your birthday tomorrow. Just got the Arc Dragon of Focus. Very cool. Awesome. Congrats on the set, and I hope you have a good birthday. Gonna watch the leaked episodes on YouTube. If you're gonna watch them on YouTube, you should totally check out the Lego YouTube channel's uploads, because at least then that'll be official. Yep, the new Ninja are from Crystallized. Yep, just a classic use of Peacock, or a classic instance of Peacock misusing thumbnails, or putting the wrong thumbnail. There is a new Lego live stream. I'm not sure. Surely they're going to have all of Season 3 Part 2 at this point, right? Is it running right now? Let me take a look-see. It does say Lego's live. But what are they live with? Oh, they're live with a Dreams stream right now. When does the Ninjago stream start? Oh, tonight. In like 4 hours. Okay, cool. Probably talk about that, maybe, if they add the Part 2 episodes. Am I gonna see the... No, I'm not gonna watch the football game. I'm not, like, a big football person. As the motorcycle man goes past my house here. Might just have to check out Lego, although it could be... Yeah, I know that the Lego channel's kind of late for the uploads, but if they put them up on the live stream... Alright, we're gonna kick this guy out. No spoilers. Read the pinned comment. It ain't that hard. It's pinned. You gotta see it before you read the comments. Oh yeah, no, that's just the motorcycle guy going past my house again. Because he's inconsiderate. Classic motorcycle man. But yeah, I feel like if they're going to do another live stream, surely they're going to add the Part 2 episodes in there. And we got to kick out this person too, because spoilers. Again, pinned comment, people. It's right there. You can't miss it. Gonna watch the game as soon as this is over. Awesome. I mean, if you like the game, by all means, or if you want to watch the game. I'm just not really that big of a sports guy, believe it or not. Let's see. Yeah, I can't imagine they wouldn't. I mean, if they're going to go through like an entire new live stream, they might as well just add the new episodes in there. Is it episode 19 and 20 spoilers or the whole part? Whole part. No part 2 spoilers until the 15th. But tomorrow we will be doing a spoiler live stream, so that'll be nice. Same time, same place. If you want to talk spoilers, might want to save your questions about spoilers for the live stream tomorrow, when we will talk about spoilers. I don't know what that noise was. Just gonna ignore that. Let's see. Favorite version of Jay. Yeah, I liked Jay in Season 3, Part 2. I thought he was a lot of fun. Definitely happy with his arc overall. Should you get the J Dragon or the Jet Mech? I don't know. The J Dragon has rocks, so you might want to get that one just for rocks. But, you know, whichever one you like more. Whichever one speaks to you. Didn't like Jay in Season 3, Part 2. Totally valid. I get that. I enjoyed his character, though, for what he was in Part 2. Again, without spoilers and whatnot. May or may not be able to get to tomorrow's stream. Don't know how many episodes. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, if you watch them all, by all means, feel free to swing by. But if you, obviously don't have time to watch them all, again, might want to, stay away from the spoiler stream. All good, though. Totally understandable, especially if you haven't seen all the episodes by that point. All right, we're gonna probably kick this person out too for spoilers. Let's try not to spoil people. Again, pinned comment. It's not that difficult. Let's see. Always wanted Jay to become evil. See, that's not a spoiler because, we've known that Jay is evil for a little while here. Jay needs a new hairdo for Season 4. His ponytail is more traumatizing than Nimbus. I was just talking to Kat about this. I was like, I like the idea of Jay having a ponytail. I just hate that that's the piece that they chose. Jay, for the most part, was my voice of reason. Yeah, it's always a, weird time when Jay's the voice of reason. I gotcha. Favorite episode of Part 2 without spoilers. I don't know. My first instinct was to say Casket of Bones, but I don't know. Let me look at the list here. Let me look at the lineup. Yeah, and then we'll get to trivia. Honestly, though, yeah, maybe Casket of Bones if I had to pick one. I'm not sure if I can pick a solid one right now, but there's a lot of moments that I liked, but they all come from different episodes. But I'd say maybe Casket of Bones for the time being. With that being said, though, guys, let's get tonight's trivia rolling here. Like I said, not going to do any fan-submitted ones or viewer-submitted ones tonight because Blookit is still being dumb. And, here, let me show you quick. So this is what I see when I go into Blookit, right? All the way down at the bottom here, classic game mode temporarily disabled. Why? Like what you mean temporarily disabled? So maybe we should do Battle Royale since we haven't done that one in a minute. Would you go into the Casket of Bones? Yes. Yes, I would. Let's do the whatchamacallit. What is it? What did I just say? Oh, Battle Royale. Yeah, let's do that. Since we haven't done it in a while. Let's do it. Mute that. Big screen that. Display that. Got to readjust the screen here so that you guys can see. It's all zoomed in because I was making videos about source dragons, but we don't need the zoom in anymore. All those posts are done. Though I will say Doc Wyatt did post a bunch of stuff today that I do want to talk about. I know my memory is just gone. When I first saw the title episode of 18. Oh, yeah, the Metallica song. I gotcha. I'm almost a Casket of Bones myself. So true. Yeah, with Doc Wyatt, what he said about Morrow. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to be talking a lot about what he said over the next few days or so. I also want to do at some point this weekend, probably tomorrow. I'm going to shoot for, but I would like to make my Dragons Rising ranking video. You know, like all the parts of Dragons Rising. Do you like Season 2 or Season 3 more? Probably Season 2 more overall, just because Season 2 Part 1 is probably my favorite chunk of Dragons Rising that they've done so far. So I'd say, like, Season 3, I have issues with both parts, but Season 2 Part 1 is, like, near perfection. There's only, like, one episode specifically that kind of grinds my gears in that chunk. Did you like Guy Gardner and Hawk Girl in Peacemaker? Yeah, it was a nice little surprise. Didn't expect them to be in there. Did Kat watch any of Season 3 Part 2 yet? We watched the first 3 episodes earlier today. So she's seen the first 3. So episodes 11, 12, and 13. We Rise or Inner Steel? Definitely Inner Steel. I'm not like a big We Rise fan at all. Low-key, I do skip the intro every time. Like the intro visually is awesome. I still want to do a video about it, even though it's been like out or like leaked for months. I don't know, that I'm just not a big fan of that song. All right, let's start with the trivia. We got our teams. Let's do it. Which team's gonna win? Let's see. Everyone's got 5 lives here. If the questions are not 20 seconds, we'll probably skip after 20. So 20 seconds into this question, we'll skip it, if that makes sense. Season 2 Part 1 is, my guess, going to continue to be the best part of Dragons Rising. Would love to be proven wrong. Oh yeah, for sure. I would love to have, like, just a truly, like, amazing part of Dragons Rising. And Dragons Rising has been pretty good overall, in my opinion. But every single part has, like, issues that I can, like, point out, right? And that's true for older Ninjago, too. It's not just a Dragons Rising problem. But yeah, I totally get what you mean. Would love to see, like, Season 2 Part 1 quality back again. Let's see. Yes, Marvel Sonic Boy. I did see that email you sent me last night. I'm still down to play it on stream later if you would like. Probably towards the end of stream today, if that's cool with you. Otherwise, if you don't want me to play it on stream, I can totally drop a link to it in the chat, or I could just let you know what I think, you know, if you just want me to watch it on my own. Whatever you would like to do. Totally down for anything. It's up to you. Do you think Season 4 will ever leak? Probably not Season 4 Part 1. Probably Season 4 Part 2, though. That's probably going to be leaking, like, the next day after Part 1 comes out. But, Season 4, usually the Part 1s come out as normal, but the Part 2s always get leaked. So, if anything, Season 4 might just get released in another country earlier or something like that. I doubt it's gonna leak next week. I hope it doesn't. I would be very, very sad. Can play it on stream. Probably have to pull it up on screen so people can get the context of the scene. I can work with that probably. I'm not sure if the audio will come through if I like play the video on stream. But I could always play the audio on my phone and, like, you know, pull up a picture of the comic if that works for you. We can make it work. Kevin Burke's retweeting stuff. I've got notifications on for him. That's what all these buzzings are. Doesn't work, just play through the audio. Sounds good. We will see. I'm going to try to do what I can for you. Because you dubbed over a comic, right? Like, that's the video. Does Kat like Thunderfang? I'm not sure. I don't think she's said anything about Thunderfang. And if she did, probably she did when we were watching Part 1. I forgot. I will ask her, though. Was over a comic? Nice. Very cool. Yeah, we're going to try to do what we can for you. Do you think Lloyd's Oni form will come back? Probably not. Probably not, if I had to guess. Would be cool, though. But probably not. What's up, people? A few more people joining here. Welcome. Do you think Dragons Rising Season 4 will be good? I hope so. I mean, you know, again, without spoilers, Season 3 Part 2 definitely left things off at a very interesting place. So I think Season 4 is going to be awesome. If I had to take a guess, I feel confident in it being good. What'd you miss? Nothing really. Just doing some trivia. Looking through Doc's replies, who is William Yards? I'm not sure if I saw that post. Might need to take another look at it. I did save, again, there's like an update about Moro that I'm going to talk about. A couple of other odds and ends that I'll probably tackle in one video. You know, one video in multiple subjects. When were the weapons in possession? Oh, the golden weapons? Pretty sure they were in flashbacks with Moro. He's like, or like when Master Wu was explaining the story about Moro. Looking forward to the Forbidden 5 and Thunderfang video. Yeah, I definitely will be talking about them like more extensively at one point. Again, can't get into spoilers, but they need to be talked about. Do you think they'll bring Jay's memory back in Season 4? Probably. Again, don't want to talk about that too much, but probably, if I had to guess. Let's see. Without spoiling, Season 3 Part 2 set up Season 4. Yeah, exactly, Jazzy. I agree with you extensively there. I think they left it off in a rather awesome part, you know? Like an awesome point. And I think Season 4 should be able to take over from there and actually make a pretty good season. Feel so bad for Moro in that scene with the golden weapons, such a broken, scared boy given false hope. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's why Moro was kind of like justified to an extent with how he was feeling. Like, of course, you know, he didn't go about it the most, you know, in the best of ways. You know, definitely not the healthiest of ways there, but I think that's the best kind of Ninjago villain where you can like kind of see where they're coming from in a way or kind of sympathize with them. Very rarely do we get that. But when we do, it's pretty good. I think Harumi is another good example of that. Like her whole arc. Sure they'll be feeding us good next season. I hope so. I'm also looking forward to the what am I trying to say? To the 15th anniversary sets coming out next year, because they sound awesome, and I hope they just look, you know, hope they look as awesome as they sound, just given all the leaks and whatnot. Oh, no worries if you haven't seen the Part 2 reviews yet. Understandable. I'm also not sure like how many people are going to be like actually going to watch them just overall. I was kind of thinking about that earlier today. It's like these are episode reviews for episodes that came out like months ago. So realistically, how many people are going to want to watch them? But I do appreciate it, of course, if you guys do watch them. No worries though, if you can't. Or at least, you know, not yet. Ooh, more Spider-Verse CMF figures. I still have yet to get any of them. If I see them out in the wild, I'll probably grab like one. I'm going to go out this weekend, do a little shopping, so I'll look, see if I can find any out and about. And by going out and shopping, I mean I'm going to Walmart. That's going to be fun. But Walmart surely has stuff sometimes. I saw Target had a few of the new sets out, but didn't get any. Like specifically the Wally one. Looks fun. Don't really need it though. Ooh, I think we're down to the final two here. We got the Fluffy Friends versus Polly's People. Who's gonna win? I don't know. Fluffy Friends has 2 lives though. We will see. Can you finally talk about the Lee musical number? I mean, probably not in great detail, but I will say I still really liked it. Even like rewatching it today. It's funny. It's catchy. Does Kat like it? Kat kind of liked it, but also kind of didn't like it from what I could tell. Again, I think her issue is she doesn't like Lee as a character because, you know, reasons. But It's not because she thinks he's, like, annoying or anything. Ooh, the Polly's people. Let's see, I think each team has 1 life now. Muted the Lee musical while watching. Oh, I did not mute it. I liked it. When is the season 4 release date? We don't know. Probably at some point in April. If you say anything nice about Lee, I will continue to be disappointed in you. I mean, like I've said, I kind of like Lee as a character. Just gonna leave it at that. I am a Lee fan, I will say. In the land of Lee. All right, who we got here? Ooh, the Fluffy Friends. I think just look at that, just a few milliseconds quicker. So we got the Bare Necessities in third, Polly's People in second, and Fluffy Friends in first. Awesome. All right, let's set up the next round of trivia here. Congrats to our top 3. What round do you guys feel like playing? I am open to suggestions. Classic mode is still disabled. What the hey, dude? What game mode do you guys want to play? Open to suggestions. Think the beginning of the number 8 because vocals. The rest was like, okay, go off, I guess. I can see that. Skip the Lee musical. I gotcha. Yeah, musicals, you know, might not be everyone's thing. Okay, we can do crypto. Let's get crypto out of the way. What the hey, dude? What the hey, crypto? We'll do crypto. 5 minutes on this guy, and then we'll totally do like a few other game modes. So not to worry, this will not be the last one. All right, but crypto is live here. This is the only crypto we're doing this stream, just to get the crypto fix out of the way. Is crypto like the most popular game mode? Surely it is. Lee kind of creeped me out. Yeah, I think that's why I like him though, you know? Like the more you hear about this guy, it's like, oh, okay, is this guy okay? I'll talk more about it tomorrow in the spoiler stream. I can truly let my thoughts be known. Like completely unfiltered. Is Drix still your favorite Forbidden 5 member? I don't know. I like Rox quite a bit. It's either Rox or Drix. They're kind of tied for me right now, but I do like both of them. Someone hasn't been a good neighbor. No, Lee's awesome. I like Lee. In the land of Lee. Not gonna lie, we need a minifigure of Monstrosity Kai. Yeah, I agree with that too. If anything, they should have included him in the Fire Knight mech set instead of whatever that Kai minifigure was. Am I allowed to say that Zarked finally did something? I mean, yeah, the scene you're talking about is in the trailer, so I think you're good. But yeah, Zarked does do stuff. He's not completely useless in part 2, thank goodness. Alright, let's get rolling with the crypto. We know how to play. We've done this before. Many a times. What do you think of K-pop Demon Hunters? Elite movie. Probably the best movie of the year so far. Being totally serious. Wish we got to see her power. So true. Disappointing. Need to figure out what movie the Realm of Lee reminded me of. Kept thinking it was an Indiana Jones movie. Movie gave me nightmares when I was a kid. Yeah, I mean, to me, it reminded me a lot of like a cross between Cloverfield Lane and The Truman Show. Not sure if, probably not, like, those movies probably aren't what you're thinking of, but that's what it reminded me of. I know Kat said something, like it reminded her of something. Could go ask her quick what movie it was, because I forget what she said, but it was a movie that I hadn't heard of. Yeah, Truman Show. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. Like Truman Show, again, mixed with like Cloverfield Lane. Which, 2 good movies, you know, combined together. Gonna make a pretty good result there. If you haven't seen either of those movies, would highly recommend. Yeah, Truman Show. Yeah, that's a good movie. Definitely. Reminded me of Willy Wonka. Not sure if I got those vibes from it. Maybe like the colorful nature of the Land of Lee, maybe. But that's about it. Something else. Scene about a suburban town. Dust storm was coming in. Protagonist hid inside a refrigerator. Yeah, that is like Indiana Jones. Isn't that like? Doesn't he do that in one of them? Or no, he's in a fridge in like a fake town, like Call of Duty Nuke Town, and then a bomb goes off, so he has to hide in the fridge, right? Is that what I'm thinking of? Could totally be making that up. But he's like in a fake town that was used for like bomb testing or something. Like I said, it reminded me of like Call of Duty Nuke Town. Did that in the fourth movie to survive a nuke. Yeah, that's one of the Indiana Jones movies. Yep. At least that's what it sounds like to me. Not sure if that's exactly what you're thinking of, but sounds to me like that's what it is. Love Call of Duty. Same. On top of that, I enjoy some Call of Duty games. All the Modern Warfare stuff I like, and some of the Black Ops stuff too. Used to play a lot of Black Ops 3 back in the day. Back in my day. Also loved the campaign of Modern Warfare 2, the original. Rass's bone armor looked good. I agree. Crystal Skull, isn't that the worst one? Or is Dial of Destiny now in that spot? I've heard a lot of people talk smack about both. I remember watching the Crystal Skull like a long time ago with my dad, like when I was kind of young. That's the one with Shia LaBeouf when he swings with the CGI monkeys. Really was Indiana Jones. Part of the movie gave me that vibe. Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, I gotcha. Mad dystopian. Could totally see that. Vivarium? I don't know if I've heard of that. Might screenshot that, though. Might want to check that one out later. Hate the fourth Indiana Jones movie. What's the point of having Shia LaBeouf? Yeah. Yeah, Sam Witwicky returns in Indiana Jones 4. So weird. Yeah, Sam Witwicky. I don't know. I never really cared for the Indiana Jones movies, if I'm being honest. I do want to rewatch, especially like the first three, like the OG three, at some point. Because I remember seeing bits and pieces of them when I was younger, but never really got into them. Am I going to play Black Ops 7? Probably not. I'll probably skip that one. I bought Black Ops 6, and I think I've played it like twice, maybe 3 times. Definitely not enough to warrant the price tag. So probably will skip Black Ops 7, TBH, TB and H. Are you user ladies man 217? I don't know what you're talking about. Where are the glasses? Yeah, I think he is supposed to be his son. Like Shia LaBeouf is Mutt Williams. Dad, can I push the big red button? We got Max in third. We got Jaya's daughter in second. And Quake in first with a whole bunch of Bitcoins. Look at that. Congrats to our top 3. Very cool. And let's get the next round rolling here. What round do you guys want to play next? Open to suggestions. Let's see. Brickalip stuff. Yeah, I know that people have been waiting for like their figures to be shipped. I haven't talked to them much as of late, so I'm not so sure what's going on there. A couple of people were asking me, hey, how long does it take for stuff to ship? I didn't really experience that side of things because the stuff that I was sent were like samples. So I really didn't like order anything like specific. So I don't know what's going on with all that. So I can't really say much about that here. Tower defense. Sure, we can do... Ooh, fishing. Okay, let's do tower defense and then we'll do fishing. Deal? Deal. Let's do it. Let's get it. Big screen. All right, round 3 is open. Looking through the pictures, don't like the memories coming back to me. Yeah, no, I gotcha. I kind of feel that way with the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds movie. That movie used to scare me so much as a kid, and I just rewatched it not too long ago, and it's like, oh, yep, there's all the childhood trauma coming back. Thanks, Tom Cruise. Appreciate that. Some places are not shipping stuff because of stupid tariffs. That could always be the case too. I know there's been like international shipping issues and whatnot. I can't really say too much about it. Like I said, all of the stuff that I was sent from Brickalips, I did not buy myself. They were all just samples sent to me for the purpose of reviews. So I didn't experience like the printing and shipping times and all that. So yeah, the plane crash from War of the Worlds. Yeah, in the base, all the basement stuff specifically. I think the one that got me was when they're hiding in the basement and that alien like camera light thing comes down and starts like snaking around the place, and then, you know, the actual aliens come down and they have to hide from them. Yeah, messed up stuff. Or like there's a bit where oh, this is new. Is this tower defense? Did I hit the wrong one? But anyway, what I was saying, there's the bit where they're all trying to get on the boat, and you see in the background, like, the tripod, like, comes over the hill or whatever. That stuck with me for a long time. Yeah, good movie, but scary movie. Especially for, like, you know, I think I was, like, maybe 5 or 6 when that movie came out. So, yeah, a little traumatizing. Do you recommend getting the Switch 2? I mean, right now there's nothing really out for it that I would say is worth the price of admission, you know? The new Mario Kart is fun, but I'm not sure if you need to spend, like, however much the Switch 2 is now just to play Mario Kart. I'm looking forward, though, to the next Pokemon game. That comes out next month. Excited for that. Give me words of motivation. Writing a fantasy book. Need to do it for your senior project. I'm in the biggest writing slump. I get what you mean. I mean, that's totally normal, obviously. Like, you know, the little slumps that you go through. I'd recommend maybe take a little bit of a break, you know, just take a little breather, get some rest, brainstorm a little bit outside of writing, and, you know, maybe you'll find your groove again. Tax time? What you mean, tax time? What game mode is this? Hopefully that was worth at least something to you. Good luck on your book, though. It sounds fun. Sounds awesome. Did you watch War of the Worlds? Yeah, I did watch. Yep, I did watch that. I think my favorite part about that movie, I'm not sure if I talked about this already. My favorite part is obviously it's an Amazon movie, right? And they have a bit in the movie where they have to fly an Amazon drone. Because Ice Cube needs like a flash drive or something. And he's like, I don't have a flash drive. Guess I'll order one on Amazon. So they fly an Amazon drone through like the alien invasion to get Ice Cube his flash drive. It's very bizarre. It's not good. I watched that, and then I watched the Tom Cruise one just to watch a real movie, you know? Yeah, that was Roderick working for Amazon. It was indeed. I love taxes. Me too. Taxes are so much fun. He'd hit us with the damn every time something happened. I wonder how long it took them to film all of that stuff, like for Ice Cube's part. Surely not that long. Watched episode 11. It's good. Need to watch more. Totally understandable. Hopefully you enjoy watching the other episodes as well. Tom Cruise, great in movies, and that's it. Yeah, as a person, I can't say I like a lot of what Tom Cruise has been up to, you know? I think he's doing good things for movies, and I think he makes good movies. And that's, you know, I can say that in confidence. I can separate the art from the artist, you know? Say what you will about the artist, you know, but At least he's making good movies and he's doing good things for movies. So, gotta appreciate that, I guess. All the other stuff, the Scientology stuff, maybe not so much. Let's see. Lego needs to promote Ninjago better. I agree. Thunderfang shouldn't have existed, or should have existed, because he does exist. But I get what you mean. Choose to believe that Tom Cruise isn't real. We are all just experiencing a mass hallucination. It's all a simulation. Would not be surprised. It's a simulation run by Tom Cruise himself. We are all part of a Scientology experiment. Or something. I don't know. Final boss. A terrible enemy approaches next round. What does that mean? Yeah, I don't know if I clicked on the wrong game mode, but we will still play fishing next. Have you seen Magnolia? I don't think so. I think it's on my list. Or is that a movie? There's a movie on my list of stuff to watch this year that sounds similar to that. Let's see. Or maybe not. Yeah, I don't know if I know what that is. All right, we got Quake in third. Lloyd's wifey in second. Harumi, is that you? And Lloyd's best fan, or Lloyd best fan, in first. Awesome. Congrats to our top 3 players here. Let's get fishing rolling, and then if we have time, we can do one more. I was going to say, where is my stuff? There it is. All right. Fishing. We probably will have time to do one more after fishing. So keep that in mind. Think about what you want to vote for. But let's do fishing now. We are indeed fishing. What's a set that you want but missed out on for you? It's Gamers Market. That's a pretty good set. That one was really popular back when Prime Empire was coming out. I think for me, well, lately I've been feeling the need to go back and get the original dragons from Ninjago. Just because the anniversary is coming up and I'm feeling nostalgic. Problem is, all those dragons are super expensive for no reason. So that's probably not going to fly. But I wish I was around at the time. Or I was, but I wish I had more disposable income at the time to buy all the dragons when they were releasing. Otherwise, I'd say maybe the Legacy Earth Driller. That's one that I always kind of regretted missing out on. Same with the Legacy Stormfighter. I wasn't buying a lot of Lego when during the Oni trilogy and all that, unfortunately. But there's definitely some sets that I regret not getting. Yeah, totally the Samurai X Cave Chaos. Probably one of the dumbest sets to ever exist, in my opinion. That was a waste of $120. way back when. But yeah, I kind of wish I was a little bit older when Ninjago was first coming out, because I would have collected every single spinner, Maybe I'll try to do that one day, but I would love to go back and get every single Ninjago spinner. Or at least complete my set for the cards. I do have all of the 2011 cards, but I'm missing a whole bunch of the 2012 cards. Million Curfy. What are you up to, Killian? Did you see 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple? I saw the trailer. It looks fun. I'll go see it. I liked 28 Years Later Vanilla. Whatever you want to call that one. Is Sora an annoying character? No, not in my opinion. I don't really have any issues with Sora. Favorite, least favorite Transformers Combiner. Favorite Bruticus, least favorite's Abominus. Not sure if I have a least favorite one, but I do like Bruticus a lot too, especially Fall of Cybertron Bruticus. Oh, maybe my least favorite is Revenge of the Fallen Devastator. Kind of a little weird, that one is. But I also enjoy, any kind of Bruticus I like. I like, of course, normal Devastator. Menasor is pretty sweet. Least favorite, though, probably Revenge of the Fallen Devastator. Why Why does season 3 part 2 have no descriptions? Yeah, I saw that. I'm not sure. I think some of the other seasons had that problem too, but after a while they got updated, so they probably will get updated here after a while. Yeah, exactly. Not a fan of that Devastator. It's kind of cool, except it's a little bit too detailed. You know, just to kind of put it lightly there. Not in the movie, unfortunately. All good, Killian. I think you're going to be in the next one, right? So that's at least decent. Yes, no Sora slander. Just saw the ending of season 3. Really hope the series of Ninjago does not end after season 4 of that. Yeah, I mean, from what we've heard based on like rumors and junk, the plan right now is 5 seasons for Dragons Rising with the potential to extend. Again, that's just what rumors and whatnot, rumor mill stuff, you know, so don't take it as fact, just a rumor. But I think 5 seasons would do Dragons Rising nicely. Solid 100 episodes. But that means we are more than halfway done with Dragons Rising at the moment, if that's true. So, kind of weird to think about. Without spoilers, season 3 once again has the part 2 curse of reverting to act 1 of the 3-act structure. It's basically an entirely new season. Like, I don't get why they don't just call it, you know, like season 6 at this point, right? Because season 3 part 1 would be season 5. What the hey? What are we doing? Back when Dragons Rising first started, predicted it would run for 6 seasons. 6 seasons would be cool too. Would be awesome as well if maybe they could somehow make like 7 seasons. That way you could theoretically have 1 season for each source dragon, right? Like season 1 would be maybe energy. Season 2 would be motion. Season 3 would be focus. So on and so forth. That could be cool too. But I just hope, however many seasons Dragons Rising has, I hope it's enough to tell the whole story and nothing gets rushed. Fingers crossed. Why were people saying that Ninjago was going to end forever back in 2022? I imagine because, you know, the Masters of Spinjitzu stuff was done and not a lot of people heard about Dragons Rising like the next year. So yeah, Ninjago did end with Crystallized, but Ninjago Dragons Rising picked up like right afterwards. Not a lot of people realized that outside of the Ninjago community, so people just kind of thought that Ninjago was done. Just in general, from what I've seen. Yeah, 6 seasons would work with one of them being dead, but you could always, like, you know, work in the dead source dragon somewhere, I'm sure. I have a feeling Mr. Ryu is probably going to take over that spot at some point before the series is over. When do you think the season 4 January wave sets will start to leak images, I mean? They could leak at any time. We have like minifigure leaks for some of those sets that happened like months and months ago. So they could come out at any time. Usually though, they kind of trickle out maybe a few months prior. So we're kind of getting close to the time when a lot of the leaks would come out. But they might not leak at all, you know? Who's to say? Would not mind just seeing the sets for the first time, you know, in the proper reveal. But we will see. Quake in 3rd, Lee Way Too Hot in 2nd, and my Little Soda Pop in 1st. Very awesome names there all around, everybody. We totally have time to do one more round. Once again, congrats to our top 3. We have time to do one more round. What do you guys want to do? Last round, though. Yeah, I did Tower Defense, the original, that one time. Ooh, Monster Brawl could be cool. Monster Brawl, please. Gold. I wouldn't mind doing the monsters, you know? Little monster appreciation here. Sure, let's go with the monsters. Let's do the Monster Brawl. And then we'll wrap it up for trivia this evening. Let's big screen that, please. All right. We are good to go. What round is this? Round 4 or 5? I forget. Next round is open. Feel free to join if you'd like. Probably the last round we will do tonight. Am I going to watch season 3 part 2 on Halloween? Maybe a few episodes. Probably not the whole thing, because might be a little bit too soon after, watching it again here with Kat, considering Halloween is next month already. Least favorite ship. I mean, it's not hard to pick a least favorite ship. Just pick any of the cursed ones, There are so many cursed Ninjago ships out there. A lot of them are my least favorites. Let's see. Do you think Ras will become a main antagonist for a season? I mean, probably. I think that's what we're building towards. But, I don't know. Season 4 could always... If we have, 5 seasons, right? Season 4 could always have, some other main villain, and then they could do, again, Lord Ras in the background, whatever. Then he could be the villain for the final season, Season 5, maybe, if that's what we are looking at. Again, hard to say. Let's get Monster Brawl rolling here. Motorcycle Man. What you doing, bro? Sora and Frack. Yeah, a lot of people don't really care for that all that much. I understand. I get it. Oh yeah, true. He kind of is in Season 2 already. I guess so. Ugh. Am I going to go see Tron Ares? Probably not. I'll probably wait until it comes on digital. Not going to go to the theater to see that. Not like a big Tron guy. Nia x Lloyd. Yeah, not the biggest fan of that. TBH. I see them more as, friendly, obviously. Oh my gosh. Cypentine. Is that the actual ship name for Sora and Frack? That's kind of genius. Remember when a bunch of people thought Dragons Rising was going to do Nia x Lloyd just because they hugged or something? I can't say I do, but I do remember talking about when Ninjago Hunted was coming out, way back in the day. I remember talking about, I can't remember what I said specifically. It was so long ago. But I remember doing a video of, about Nia and Lloyd, just because they were separated from the rest of the ninja. So, again, not sure what I said in that video. If I was positive towards that ship, I don't stand by it. That was 7 years ago, give or take. Ooh, Roby and Wildfire. Yeah, I feel like Wildfire could do better. That's kind of how I feel about, or how a lot of other people feel about Frack and Sora. At least in my opinion. Yeah, it does have Morbius. Low-key kind of one of the reasons why I don't really feel the need to go see it. But it is what it is. Feel like Lloyd is going to die by the end of Dragons Rising. Yep, would not be surprised if they decide to do that. Would not be surprised at all. Bam. People take shipping too far and that's just weird. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people dedicate their whole online presence to shipping. And I get where the hype is, but I feel like, again, yeah, some people take it a little too far. At least Roby and Wildfire aren't toxic. Yeah, that's true. They're fine. It's just really? This guy? Okay. Whatever makes you happy. Let's see. Think if any ninja were to die, it would be Lloyd. Yeah, I could totally see, once again, if Lloyd does die at the end of Dragons Rising. Would not shock me one bit. Remember Ninjago fans thinking the ninja's kids would be the next generation before Dragons Rising? I mean, it would make sense, but, maybe that'll be the next series after Dragons Rising. Yeah, we posted a lot today. We posted all of our episode reviews, and then we posted the overview video talking about all of part 2. If you want, I can drop the playlist in the chat quick for all of the reviews. I'll do that quick. Yeah, so there you'll see all of my Season 3 reviews, specifically. So, might make things a little bit more organized for you. They are all up as of the time of this stream, obviously. And I did update the playlist where I have reviewed every single episode of Ninjago. Because we have reviewed every episode at one point in time. Not sure how many of those reviews I still stand by, the older ones that I did, especially for Season 11, 12, and 13. kind of want to redo those at some point, but maybe we'll do that someday. Have you reviewed Decoded? I think we've talked about Decoded a number of times, but I don't think I've reviewed like each episode of that, if that makes sense. But I'm not sure if that counts as like real episodes because they're kind of like recaps or like a different series, but you know, I guess it just depends on what you think. Let's see. What else here? At least all the main episodes of the main series I've reviewed at some point. Yeah, Woo's Teas. I remember doing a video about Woo's Teas way back in the day. My theory, Lloyd will sacrifice himself in season 4. Let's see. Become a source. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I'm sure we will see, like, maybe something similar, like with Lloyd and the Source Dragons, like maybe some kind of, like, sacrifice involving them. Totally. Top 3 here for the final round of trivia. We have Tickdown in 3rd, we have Max in 2nd, and Lloyd Best Fan in 1st. Congrats to our top 3 once again here, and with that being said, folks, that'll wrap it up for trivia this evening. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. We will totally hang out here on stream for a few more minutes, let the chat catch up on my computer. And then Marvel Sonic Boy, I would totally still like to talk about your YouTube short if you would still like to do that. It's up to you. Let me know if you're still here. We can totally try to get that rolling here as we let the chat catch up. But thank you all for joining us for trivia. We do trivia every Thursday. Swing on by if you want. We can still do it. Awesome. Let's see if I can pull it up on my computer. Gonna try my best here. Let's see. Yeah, because I at least want to have like a visual representation of what you're voicing over here. So let's see. Let me see. All right. Yes. Okay. I think we got it. Let's see here if we can make this work. We have... Okay, hold on. Just bear with me here. We're trying to make this work here. Trying to see if I can get... Not sure if we can play the audio, but we can totally do, like, a visual thing. Like, I can definitely show the comic. You can't really, like, read it. Or I guess you can read it. Okay. And I will play the audio for you through my phone here. So this is from Marvel Sonic Boy. Obviously, we talked about one of the impressions that he did yesterday for Starscream from Transformers. So he actually has voiced over this comic here, from what I understand. And, oh, meant to pause on that one here. I think we'll go over to the next pages here. I'll try to keep up, but let's play this here and see what you guys think. Gonna have to do away with the chat for a second, so okay. All right, here we go.
What is the meaning of this gathering?
I call this meeting as a reset Starscream. We find ourselves on the run, beaten back by barely functioning Autobots and their weakling humans. This is not the way it should be.
Pause really quick. I do like the Soundwave voice that you did there. I think you said in the email it's kind of like based off of like Dark of the Moon Soundwave. Could totally see it. Sounds exactly like him. Continuing on here.
The Decepticons should be the conquerors. We should be the ones that enslave.
I know who'd make it right. Shut it.
What? the Rumble's really good too. Or is that Rumble or is that Frenzy? The blue one. Sounds just like him.
He wants to hear from the pipsqueaks.
That is why you are wrong, Starscream. All of us here have sacrificed for our goal. The extermination of the Autobots is necessary, and after trying your hand at leadership, you have failed miserably. It is time to step down.
Decepticons, look at your brother. Look what your brother does.
Once again, pausing quick, because I do still enjoy the Starscream impression. Once again, capturing that like kind of whininess that he's known for with like kind of like the high-pitched voice there. Very awesome, dude. Still just amazing stuff.
Starscream, a challenge to you. This is our way. Prepare yourselves for combat.
Whoops. There we go.
Soundwave, what about a co-leadership?
The time for talk is done. Do you yield, Starscream?
Never die!
Even with like here, pausing again really quick, even with like the action too, I just love how that's like portrayed in the voiceover there. Once again, great stuff. Continuing on.
Stop! That's cheating!
Here, Laserbeak.
Soundwave!
Okay, first of all, thank you, Rob, for the sub. I loved the little Laserbeak impression there too, man. Again, awesome stuff.
I'm willing to forgive this betrayal. You can still choose the right path for our species. You can.
You kicked my ravage.
Did he actually? It's messed up, man.
The only path left is extermination.
No.
Dude, the dying Starscream sound is awesome too.
Goodbye, Starscream.
Yeah, awesome stuff, dude. So that, again, was Marvel's Sonic Boys impression there, or multiple impressions, rather, going through the one of the Transformers comics. Again, I think you got some real talent there, as I pull up the chat on my phone again here. Yeah, great stuff, man. Absolutely tough. I also agree with that. Just awesome. Once again, thank you, Marvel Sonic Boy, for sending that in. Here, let me switch over to other screens here. Yeah, good stuff all around, man. Bravo indeed. Little clap for you there. Yep, think you did great. Let's see. Like I said, think you got some true talent there, my guy. You should totally try to pursue like some voice acting. Think you could do it. Absolutely. Here, let me take a sip of my beverage here. Positives all around in the chat. We love to see it. Get this man to be one of the real voice actors in Ninjago. Totally. Or just like voice acting in general. What's the beverage? Just got some water. Nothing too crazy. Why are the comics always so violent? I don't know. I kind of liked that, you know, like the comic itself there. I've been meaning to read the Transformers comics for a while here. Might want to get back into it at some point. Yes, stay hydrated indeed. Get this man his Avengers chair. You could be a part of the 5.5 hour long Avengers live stream. Yes, indeed. Skybound is a more dark and violent version of G1. I kind of dig it, though, you know? Like, yeah, G1's kind of like light for what it is, except if you watch the movie. The movie's kind of... Movie is a little dark, but, you know, the cartoon itself, they're just messing around a lot of the times. Let's see. Favorite Starscream design. Ooh, I like Fall of Cybertron, War for Cybertron. That Starscream is awesome. The Transformers Prime Starscream is cool too. With like the high heels, you know, that he has. The stilettos. Classic. Animated Starscream is pretty good. Not the biggest fan of the Michael Bay like Dorito Starscream, but I think it would have been better if they gave him like his normal colors instead of just being all gray. Do you go to Arby's? I do not. Arby's is kind of gross in my opinion. Not gonna, of course, you know, knock anyone that likes Arby's. It's not, you know, that's not the issue. It's just like me personally, I don't like Arby's. I think it's kind of gross. Shockwave shoots Ratchet and his chest literally blows up. Yeah, it sounds kind of like it's more hardcore. But it's not like in continuity with G1. It's like an alternate version of it, from what I understand. What are you gonna do for the weekend? Probably do more work. And also go shopping one day. Gonna go to Walmart. Prime and Baver Starscream look chopped. I like the Prime Starscream. You know, he's skinny with like the high heels. Let's see. Alternate, yeah, I got you. I did see the bit, yeah, where Optimus steps on the deer. I did see that. I remember when that was making the rounds on Twitter. What else here? Do you like cans? I think I've had them once, and I remember liking them. We just don't have any around here, from what I can see. I much prefer Popeyes. TBH. Popeyes is good, but again, we don't really have one near me, unfortunately. Let's see. Anything else that we should talk about here before we wrap up for this evening? Because I still got some things to do. Kind of feeling a little tired, so I might down some coffee and get back to work. Unless you guys had anything else that we should talk about before we wrap up. Once again, we are going to be doing a spoiler talk stream tomorrow. Same time, same place for Season 3, Part 2. So if you guys want to swing on by to that one, mark it on the calendar. Do you think Chima will be in Season 4? Maybe. I feel like all the Chima stuff, though, is kind of done. I think we got it. We got all the Chima stuff maybe with the wildness plot of Season 2. But of course, we have more Lord Rasp stuff that we still need, though. Did my chair just break? Did I just break my chair? No, I think we're good. You guys heard that, right? Kind of like snapped. Hope I didn't just break my chair. I think we're good. Wouldn't be surprised. It's kind of a cheap chair. Yeah, we still have more Lord Rasp stuff to talk about, so would not be surprised if they reference Chima a little bit more, but I don't know. They're probably not going to do like a full-on Chima season or anything like that. Are you getting Lego Party Day 1? When is Lego Party coming out? Lego Party is coming out at the end of the month. If I'm getting it Day 1, not so sure. Maybe. Depends on, like, you know, what the interest is, I guess, for me to play it on stream. I do want to get it eventually, though. But I might wait until it goes on sale. It's hard to say. And your chair does that too. Should be fine. Yeah, I think I was just sitting in it weird. This chair kind of like rocks to the front, if that makes sense. It's kind of like bendy. But I feel like one day I'll push it a little bit too hard and it'll just snap on me, so we will see. Otherwise, you guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there for stream this evening. Thank you all so much for joining us here. When Fortnite, yeah, right. Probably never. But streams are possible Monday to Friday, 6 to 7 Central, with the guaranteed trivia every Thursday. Like I said, tomorrow we are going to be doing a spoiler talk live stream for Season 3 Part 2, so feel free to swing on by to tomorrow's stream if you would like to take part in that. Otherwise, spoilers are still banned from chat, like general chat, until the 15th. So keep that in mind. Still not going to allow spoilers outside of tomorrow's stream on the normal streams. So again, be mindful. But thank you so much for swinging on by tonight, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's little trivia stream and, just hanging out just in general. Hope you guys watch Season 3 Part 2 if you can. Hope you enjoy it. And once again, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. We will see you tomorrow for the Spoiler Talk live stream. Until then, stay safe. We'll talk to you guys again later. Peace.